Let's talk about what's going on in both your state right now. Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen's in a world of pain. A new poll by Freshwater Strategy has found that 74% of voters want the state Labor government to be properly investigated, potentially through a royal commission, regarding criminal infiltration and the corruption of the CFMEU in Victoria. According to that poll, 53% of voters also say the allegations and Labor's weak response would influence their vote come the election in November. Patrick, the fact the Premier keeps, fobbing this off as no biggie is breathtaking. What are the fallbacks? What are the consequences?
Look, you're talking about $15 billion, Danica, which Jacinta Allen argues about. She says it's less, but she doesn't want to find out how much it actually is. She doesn't want to find out who was involved, who is to blame, and what we can do to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And at best, I would call that dishonest, just the way she's gone about it. But at best, it's disingenuous. And I'm really pleased to see that the electorate has cottoned on to this and said, this is nonsense. We need to know. And if Jacinta Allen loses the election, there will be a Royal Commission and it will have much wider terms of reference than the one that she should call now. So she might want to, reconsider the politics of actually doing nothing, because it's not working for her government at all.
No, clearly, and it's not just on CFMEU, of course, it's crime. There's so many problems going on there, Colleen. But, to Patrick's point, it's good to see the electorate responding. What do you make of the polling?
Well, I think it's a great opportunity for the Coalition and for Jess Wilson in particular, because the average person looks at this and says it's $15 billion of our money that we want to know where it's gone. And the big question is why? Why wouldn't you investigate that? Why is she trying to hide it, push it back? It's a simple question to say this money's gone somewhere. Where is it? Uncover it. We want the transparency. So I think it's a great opportunity for the opposition. They should be pushing it harder and longer so that it becomes a real issue at the time of the election campaign, rather than just sort of a bubble that goes away.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, look, before you both go, we've got to talk about this Kyle and Jackie O saga, isn't it? But fascinating. Who would have thought? Former co-host of the Kyle and Jackie O show on Kiss FM, Jackie Henderson, she's addressed her bombshell exit from the decades-long partnership that she had with Kyle Sandilands after he mocked her on air. Now, she's told reporters today that she is, quote, feeling good and that she's healing, but could not comment on whether that she would actually return to the airwaves. Patrick, I thought their on-air blow-up was a stunt initially when I first saw it, but wow, they're so highly paid as it is and they just couldn't reconcile.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's the biggest media breakup of all time. It's $200 million they were being paid reportedly over 10 years. And you'd sort of think for that sort of money, you'd probably try and work it out. And a lot of insiders were saying it was a stunt, or perhaps it was a stunt. Plainly, it wasn't. And plainly, it's going to cost Kyle potentially tens of millions of dollars, because he's sort of basically got to show why he has not been sort of guilty of serious misconduct. So the way this will play out over the coming weeks and months is absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, and I just wonder, Colleen, if the only people who are going to benefit from this are now the lawyers.
Well, I'm pleased to tell you, Danica, I've never listened to an episode of their radio show, but I have read articles from time to time, and I have to say I think that Jackie O, whatever her name is, has got a bit of a glass jaw. Because my understanding of their show is that for years they have denigrated other people and bullied other people, and, it's been pretty unpleasant behaviour on their part until it has come to her. And now that she's sort of been ridiculed or teased or whatever you want to call it, she's called it and said, I've had enough. But this has been their behaviour, as far as I understand, about other people for a very long time, and they've made a lot of money out of it. So yeah. I don't have a lot of sympathy for either of them.
No, and if you're going to dish out, you've got to be prepared to take it.
You've got to be able to take it.
That's it. That's just the way it is. I agree. Fascinating, though. I look forward to seeing how it plays out. Patrick, Caroline, Colleen, Harkin, good to see you both again. Thanks for joining me.